Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of my FIFA 13 York City career. We have a cup game coming up against Man City in the EuroLeague, but before that we have a game against Bolton in the league. Prize money, we've been given 142 grand by the board for our cup win. Match rescheduled for Man United. Okay, we'll worry about that one nearer the time. But yeah, we've got this league game coming up against Bolton. In our previous league game, we played a second string team, as a few players were moaning they weren't getting the game time, and also obviously the EuroLeague is the main importance. That's the main focus of the squad. So I'm going to stick with virtually this team that we have here: Cruz in goal, Chilio, Medeiros. I'm going to change Mir out, and I'm going to put in Perez Alonso. Shori will keep there. Baker, Kadam, Miombe, I think we'll keep with those three. And you've got Sun, Soriano, Canteros, Zuma, Mia, Welbeck, Kyle Walker, and Danny Welbeck on the bench, along with De Guzman. We'll keep it like that. It's Bolton. There's no disrespect to Bolton, but they are 14th. We should win this. Obviously, we are 2 points outside the Champions League places, and that's 3 places. So we need to win this match. But as I said, the focus is the Euro League, and we do have tough games coming up against Man City of all people. Okay, let's get this game against Bolton done. They've lost 2 of their last 3, but they win this one. And Brian with the goals. Soriano with the goal for York. See where that puts us in the table.
The Barclays Premier League. Bolton Wanderers 2, York City.
Here we go. Season starts. Club competition. Barclays Premier League. League table. Keeps us 7th still. As it looks, 2 points behind Southampton, who are in 4th, but they have a game, one game more to play. Man United are in 6th, 1 place above us, same points as us, but they have a game in hand. Everton,
58 points.
Okay, so we're looking, if Arsenal win their game in hand, who are below us, and Villa, we could drop down to 9th. That's the lowest we could be.
Everton with 44 points. In 6th,
we'll move on a day, as I think there's going to be a couple of games today. It is the Sunday. I'll check again just before we play the game against Man City, just to see where we are in the league. But well, yeah, got the cup game coming up against Man United, and then I think we've got the second leg against Man City. So we're playing the Manchester teams 3 times our next 3 games. We'll check that out there. Let's have a quick look. Calendar. Yeah, Man City today, then Man United in the cup, then Man City again in the league, and wow, then Man United again in the league. Okay, right. See where we are looking in the table. Have we dropped down to 8th? Villa won their game in hand. Arsenal drew, so we're 2 points clear of Arsenal. Man United won their game because they were on 43 points, they're now on 46. Southampton lost to stay on 45, so only 3 points separate 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th, and only 5 points separate 4th to 9th. It's not too bad. Spurs are way clear, but we've got a EuroLeague game coming up, so we need to concentrate on that. We will change the squad around completely now. There we go. Fraser Forster back in goal. Kyle Walker on the right. D'Souza Silva. We'll go with Kurt Zuma and Lazarevic. Kelvin Baker, we might actually keep you in there. Gadan, we'll drop you for Rena Fuentes. Miombe, drop you for Nana Welbeck. We'll go with Muriel and Danny Welbeck up top. De Guzman will take you off the bench and bring Soriano in. Miombe, who can come in? Taylor's out injured, I think. Yeah, so I don't want to bring Hayes in. I'd keep Miombe on the bench, to be fair. Yeah, you know what? And then Miombe can come on for Mia. And I've got 2 defenders. D'Souza can play left or right. Yeah, that'll do. That should be a good enough team. We'll get this game against Man City underway, and Man City are in action tomorrow against. I think they play South China. I know Spurs play Sunderland, and yeah, I'm sure it's Man City v South China in the Barclays Asia Trophy, and they've got Pantilimon, Richards, Recky, Company, Korolov, Ox, Rodwell, Asamoah, Sinclair, Royce, and Aguero. Wow. So yeah, good looking team. Hart, David Silva, and Nastasic all injured. Yeah, obviously Man City have their game against. I'm sure it's the South China, and I think that's the second game. The first game is the Spurs game against Sunderland in the South Asia Trophy. It's Wednesday morning on Sky. Should hopefully be interesting viewing. Obviously, depending to see for Man City who out of their new signings does start. Obviously, there's Jovetic and Negredo, the main two, with Jesus Navas. You don't know who, if any, will start. You obviously the players, the three new signings, I don't think were with Man City when they started. Oof, good save. They weren't with Man City when they went on their tour of, I think it was South Africa. Man City went to. So I'm sure I saw. I read a newspaper report that said ironically the three new Man City signings flew with the Spurs team to Hong Kong. They weren't they weren't with the rest of the Man City team due to them not meeting up with due to not being part of the squad that went to South Africa. So you wonder who, if any, of the new three will start. Will any of them start? Interesting to see how they all fit into the team. Obviously, Tevez has gone. You've got, for the forwards, obviously, like I said, Tevez has gone. You've got Negredo, you've got Jovetic, you've got Aguero, and you've got Zeko. So maybe you look at that and you think maybe Zeko may be on his way out. You look at the how it all pans out. Offside there, damn it. Most teams do want four strikers. It seems to be the way of most Premier League teams now, is to have four strikers. And for Man City, obviously it's four. They've got four world-class strikers there, so it's definitely going to be an interesting season for them. You could see them winning the Premier League with those strikers if they all hit form. They've all got goals in them. You look at their midfield as well. Man City, you think Jesus Navas. You look at who else they've got in there. You see Kolo Touré is a huge potential loss for them in defence. They've got Yaya Touré in midfield. Mika Richards. They've got Company. Is going to be a rock for them, you'd think, in defence. The Stasic played well at times last season. I thought there were times he looked a bit potentially, I wouldn't say out of his depth, but he didn't look confident. He seemed to be lacking confidence, and that, to be honest, is what you need. Is that penalty? Yes, it is. Confidently taken, and yeah, and Sasic has at times to me seemed to be lacking confidence, and the goalkeeper Joe Hart will need to have confidence in his defence. And if the defence are looking shaky, obviously Maicon going, he's gone to Roma. It was a bit of a strange signing, I thought, when they actually signed him, because you just wondered with his I wouldn't say with his age, but you just wondered how he'd fit in, and you thought there'd be better players out there for Man City to pick up, and the fact that with who they already had in their squad, it would be better for them to pick up other players in other areas. And Maicon obviously I don't think he played that many games. May have played only a handful. I can't. I'd be confident he didn't reach double figures. So you just wonder what potentially was the thought behind him signing. Just trying to think of who else Man City. Oh yeah, that's it. They signed that Brazilian Fernandinho. So yeah, so there's Fernandinho, Jesus Navas, Jovetic, and Negredo all in. Negredo could be an absolutely fantastic signing. You think he's if he puts the sort of form in that he had again in Spain, and you got to think that the midfield he's got at Man City is a hell of a lot better than the midfield at Sevilla. So you think the frequency of the chances he's going to get and the quality of the balls in to him is going to be he's going to score goals. But you've also got to think, how much is he going to play? And if he plays with Aguero, how's Jovetic going to fit into the side? And obviously you've got Zeko in there as well. You don't know how he's going to fit in. I think Zeko may still be more of the impact sub that he has been for a lot of his career at Man City. So you do wonder how they're going to rotate the striker. And it is an interesting one for Pellegrini. Obviously, Pellegrini won't be there for this first game, I don't believe. I think he's still at home. Obviously, he's had a death in the family recently, so he didn't travel with the team when they left South Africa. And it's interesting to see whether it's going to be his team, whether he's going to give the instructions, or whether it's going to be for his assistants to pick the team. It is an interesting one. Obviously, it's not so much this game. Obviously, they do have other friends. I think they've got one against AC Milan, I think, coming up in a couple of weeks after this. That's going to be the more interesting one to them. As far as Sunderland go, though, they've obviously rebuilt at the end of last season with Di Canio taking over, and they do seem to have made some good signings, I believe. I'm sure they've made some interesting signings. So Josie Altidore, I'm sure, is one who could spark some interest in the Premier League this season. Danny Graham has left, so you would think that Altidore, as it stands, would get a lot of game time. They've signed the Gianchieri, is it? I don't think I've said that right, but the Juve striker. I think he's a striker. It's just more of a utility player, I think, is how it came across. The fact that he can play in numerous positions. So you do wonder if he will play him as a forward, or whether it will be Altidore more that's brought in as a forward with the Juventus player coming in a midfielder role, sort of the winger. See him down one side and Adam Johnson down the other side. Could be quite formidable for Sunderland. Definitely, it boosts their midfield quality a lot. Does that signing? Obviously, their attacking options are a lot more bolstered with Altidore coming in. Danny Graham failed to make a splash. He's gone on loan to Hull. You wonder how he's going to perform there. Obviously, it is only a loan, so maybe Sunderland are thinking he could come back and be a player, for giving him the Premier League experience with another team, and then see how he goes on. To make some substitutions here. Yeah, they've also, I'm sure Sunderland have signed another midfielder. Someone a bit from, I wouldn't say from left field, but someone who, let me have a think. I'm sure they did. Yeah. Bar, wasn't it, from Le Havre? I'm just doing a quick look on the internet now. Jack Rodwell booked. Shocker. Yeah, French under 20 midfielder they've signed. So that's an interesting signing for them. Obviously, they've signed Vito Manone from Arsenal, the goalkeeper. Mingale's gone, hasn't he? Mingale's gone to Liverpool, so that's a loss. But they've got Manone. You wonder who will be their first choice keeper. Whether it will be Manone. I'm trying to think who else they have for a keeper.
Thanks very much, Jeff. Well, there's no doubt about this.
I can't think it was Mingale. I'm sure Mingale was their main keeper. I can't think who else they actually had.
Sometimes you know, don't you? And he looked serious.
No,
When he went to the ground.
it has gone. It has lost me. But yeah, Mingale was it 9 million or something to Liverpool. So I'm assuming Pepe Reina loan deal to Napoli is going to go through. If it hasn't already, I haven't seen anything that says it's gone through. So you assume that deal is going to go through pretty soon. There aren't many other signings that Sunderland have made yet. The squad obviously have had time to bed to Di Canio's work ethic and workload. You'd assume it's going to be a better season for Sunderland this season. You wonder who, if anyone else, they are going to bring in. It's intriguing, should we say, Sunderland's fortunes in this next season. You want to see who else comes into the squad. The money from Mingale, I don't know how much has been available to Di Canio. You wonder who, if anyone else, the goalkeeping one. I'm trying to rack my brains as to who they've actually got as a keeper. Is Manone going to be their first choice keeper? Have they got anyone else? I am really intrigued as by how and what's going to happen with, because you would have thought potentially they would have. If it was me, I'd have said, yeah, you can have Mingale, but we'll take Pepe Reina off you on loan. If Liverpool are willing to let him go out on loan, which they look to be, I'd have been cheeky and said, yeah, you can have this one, but you don't leave us without a keeper. You often see that with goalkeeper signings. One goes out, one comes in, and one goes out on loan. It happened at Spurs. Lloris came in, and then Gomez went out on loan. Obviously, Cudicini's went as well, but that's an interesting one. So, yeah, the goalkeeping situation at Sunderland is one to keep an eye on, whether they bring someone else in, whether it is Manone. I don't think Manone would be good enough, to be honest. But a 2-1 win there for York. Good to take into our second leg. Unfortunately, Man City did get that goal, but we did get 2 away goals. Madrid drew 2, I can see there. Well, guys, I shall call it a day there, and I'll be back with you at the next episode where we will get the game against Man City done again. I'll sim the game against Man United in the FA Cup, and we'll play the game against Man City in the EuroLeague. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.